Ay, nako. I can't believe I am doing this. But deep breath. Yani Mayo here, and welcome to Harder Truths, a safe space where we can be authentic and we can explore ourselves, our ideas, our thoughts together. Because what I realized is the more that you ask questions, the more that you understand yourself. So, ang kwento ko for today is it's a dating truth. Going on a blind date is actually freeing. So, I don't know if you guys know, but I went on a blind date, my first and only blind date, and it was actually surprisingly a very good experience for me. So, I was set up by my friend. I won't name drop her. She is pretty popular nowadays. And I just don't want the people to bother her, okay? But she had a really good blind date setup for me. She and my other friends, so we were all like having a reunion, talking about how I haven't been on a date in a really long time. And of course, as some of you may know, I haven't had a partner or a boyfriend ever since birth. So, NBSB ako, guys. Sabi niya, set up niya ako in a blind date. Ako naman, parang go. I mean, nothing has worked for me. Might as well, right? And I think you might be surprised with how I reacted. I was very enthusiastic about it. So, she set me up. She just got some of the things that I wanted to tick off. But siya na mismo yung nag-pair sa personalities namin. And she already told me from the get-go that she has a kabarkada na single who might be G for a blind date. So, yung agreement namin dalawa is, okay, do not tell me his name and do not show me a photo, just give me a briefer. And she was like, okay, he is a businessman. Tapos parang ako, fine, I accept. I accept this information, and that's the only thing that I got from her. Leading up to the blind date itself, we did not get any contact number, any handle, any username from that said friend, which I'm very grateful for. What she did is she literally became the middleman for coordinating the entire date. So she would tell me where they want to eat or whatever. He will pick you up at this time. Actually, hindi na siya naging pick up. I met him there na. For me, it's an awkward situation if you haven't met the person and then they pick you up. Like, what are we gonna talk about the ride there? Like, our insecurities? Never mind. So, I met him in a restaurant that he picked out. Ano ba to? No-nos? Shucks, di ko maalala. Pero nasa BGC kami nun. And I really did not know until the last minute where, kunyari, an hour before, our friend already gave each other our numbers and then we were able to Viber one another. And even in Viber, even though I saw his name, I made it a point to not check who he was or do a background check. Because we can already do that when you're already, doing the dating apps and other stuff like that. So I meet him there. He was already outside waiting for me in a semi-formal. Semi-formal? Ano bang tawag doon? Yung naka-polo siya, tapos naka-jeans. Ako naman naka-jeans and dressy top. So he leads me in, and it's a really good restaurant. We go and sit down, and he actually does the chair thing. It's rare for me, actually, to have the guys do the chair thing where they pull the chair out and then you sit and then they put the chair in. I was pleasantly surprised. Or is my standards really, really low? Or the experiences that I had really, really, really low? So, let me know. But anyway, the three things that I actually liked about being set up on a blind date. We had a really great time, by the way. In my perspective, I don't know about him, but I enjoyed our conversations. We talked about religion, family, values, and I like how we were strangers to one another. Pero medyo madaya siya because he did research about me a bit after he got my Viber account, did the quick name research, and yeah, he was able to find out stuff about me. But the number one thing that I liked about being on a blind date and why it's freeing is it takes the pressure off because you guys don't know each other and you don't get to research one another beforehand. So Basically, you don't overthink it and you don't have a preconceived notion about one another, which is one of my, anong tawag doon? One of my reservations, especially in online dating, because you literally have everything on your dating profile, which I have already done, which I have experience in. You have it on your profile, you can search each other on Instagram and check out the background. And parang, what else are you gonna learn about each other? Where is the small talk gone? I know not a lot of people like small talk, but it's there for a reason. We gotta feel each other out. So we don't know each other, you don't get to research about one another. Another thing is, magaling yung friend ko kasi mag-set up. I don't know if you have been in a blind date, but this blind date was pretty well thought of. So we were from completely different circles. He wasn't very updated on the sports world, and I wasn't, of course, updated about his life. He was, true enough, a business person. I was able to learn more about him and his career, his path, because we didn't come from the same circle. If it was someone that I knew of already, I already would have a preconceived notion about them from the things that I've heard around. And yun na nga yung nagiging downside if you're going out and you kinda know that person. And then the third is there's less pressure to put up a front. So this is a topic that I talk about with the people I've dated also. When you come from a dating app and you already have that preconceived notion of who they are, you kind of try to become that person for them so that you hit it off. That's my experience. Let me know about yours. But there's less pressure on my part to put up a likable front. And the thing is, medyo may people pleaser ako, let's face it, Yani. It's going over the top. I have a life coach. We're working on it. That's what we're gonna talk about in my next session with that life coach. But meron akong ganon subconsciously that I apply, and I've realized on dates because I kind of adopt a certain trait of the person that I went on a date on to be more likable to that person. And I know that is a tactic that I've heard on TikTok videos, but it takes a lot of pressure off of me personally to just be myself and to not know who I'm gonna go out on a blind date on, or who I'm supposed to quote unquote impress. In an era of online dating, I push for blind dates, guys. Go on a blind date. Try it out. Especially when you trust the person. So actually, I think the number one here is you trust the person that is setting you up on a blind date. That person has similar values as you, and you have an out. This is something that I have when I go on dates, especially online dating. I have an out, meaning meron akong excuse to say to that person in case the date goes or like boring na siya or di talaga kami vibe or I'm not feeling it. So, plan an out. I usually ask my guy friends around the area, uy, I'm going on a blind date or I'm going on a date. Pwede ba kapag sketchy siya or di ko siya vibe, can you call me or can you pick me up please? So it doesn't need to be your guy friends. It's super cool if a girlfriend can be there also. Or basically a friend can be there on your date. Just monitor you and you can give them a sign. I had a date where, shout out, Isaac Go was my out with his girlfriend, Syria. They were in a different dinner. Nagdi-dinner sila basically, and I have a party, quote unquote. Di siya party, parang siyang get together after my date. So the date was supposed to be lunch. It kind of extended until dinner, and it was so funny because it extended all the way until that get together. So all of my sports friends were like, "Who is this person?" And ako din, parang nashook ako kasi he was still there. Like, what am I gonna do? We're still on our first date after Bumble. Why are you here with me right now? And all the stares that I got. But I'm really, really grateful for all the friends that I was with there because they didn't make it a big deal at all. They just shook his hand, asked for his name, And when he needed to leave, that's when all the hullabaloo happened. So, thank you to all of my friends. You guys are cool. That's my point for today. Set your friends up on blind dates. Set your friends up, period. Because I'm sick of this online dating thing. It's my energy is being extracted by these apps. I'd rather just go on a blind date or a setup date from my friends. Which is super funny because even my titas and my friends' parents are out here making it a mission to set me up on dates. But thank you so much mga titas. Okay naman, pwede naman. Basta trust ko kayo, alam mo naman, you guys know who I am and know my priorities and values. So, I encourage you, if you need a sign to go on a blind date, this is it. Something that I want to do here on Harder Truths is this segment called Start. Joke, mali na pala. Star, Wish, and Stop. Actually, I just paraphrased it from Rose, Bud, and Thorn that I got from a different podcast. The host is Anna. If you know her from TikTok, Anna and Bruce. Sa kanya, Rose, Bud, and Thorn. Tapos nung ni-research ko, it's an actual psychological activity. So let's name it Star, Wish, and Stop. So Star is the things that you're grateful for this week. Wish is something that you want to continue, you want to grow, an opportunity, and Stop are the bad habits that we have to say goodbye to. If you guys have answers, please message me on Instagram so that I can also read out your Star, Wish, and Stop. But for me, Star is... Ano bang ginawa ko? So for today, I watered my plants after several weeks. I cleaned my room and I was very productive. It's actually the day after I've been feeling super down. As in, like, di ako makakagising ng umaaga, di rin ako maka-workout ng matino. So, today is a new day. A wish is, guys, secret lang to. I'm not going out on dates. Pero, wait, let me just burp. I have been trying to drive. Chan chan I know all of my college friends are super happy for me because they have been waiting for this moment na I actually start to drive myself kasi medyo hinhype ko pa siya since first year college. So I've been learning how to drive. We swapped a car, a really old manual car. We have a new one right now and my parents are allowing me to drive that car. So me and my dad have been driving around, making my way downtown, walking fast, ganyan. Although, nahirapan pa ako sa tansya. So, please manifest with me na 2025 driver Yani era, okay? So that I can take myself places. But, I am still a passenger princess. So, my stop naman is I wanna stop using my phone before I sleep, an hour before I sleep, and an hour after I wake up. And it looks like this will be the activity that will replace that. So, see you. I'm so happy. Guys, this is the first episode. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. But I am excited to bring your thoughts into this also. Go ahead and message me at It's Yani Mayo on Instagram, TikTok. Those are the platforms that I am active now. I'll try to be active on YouTube because I'm gonna post this on YouTube too. This is going on YouTube and Spotify. Oh, and please follow this podcast to stay updated on the next episodes. Thank you!